In today's video, we're going to be covering a lot of odds and ends stuff that we could have done in our Johto journeys, or stuff that has opened up now since we now have access to both regions via the train in a more easier capacity. First things first, he's not here right now, but on Wednesdays and Saturdays, just to touch on what I mentioned in a previous video, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, there will be a move tutor here that would teach your Pokemon the moves Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. These are some of the more reliable moves in the game. They are all 95 power, 100 accuracy. They are rather expensive though, being worth 4,000 coins. Yes, if you want coins, you gotta go into the game corner though. You can get 500 coins for every 10,000 bucks. So you're getting a move for $80,000. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Unfortunately, you can only do one move per day, which means 2 moves a week. He will go back into the game corner and disappear until the next day, which is Wednesday or Saturday. I did use this move tutor one time off screen. In a future video, we will cover which Pokemon learned a new move. Next up, we want to head to Azalea Town. We actually did not go back to the Slowpoke well. Now, for some of the things that we're going to do in this video here, you're going to need one or all of the following moves: Surf, Strength, and Waterfall. And you're also going to want to bring plenty of Super Repels as well, because the wild Pokemon will pop up right, left, and center. In terms of in here though, you want to go to the back. There's a Strength boulder here that we could not move before. A Pokemon may be able to move this. When you use Strength, we have our Gyarados here. And of course, you need Surf as well. It is a well, of course. And this is the basement of the Slowpoke well. It is just this one extra floor here, but there are a couple of goodies. First of them being TM18. This is the TM for Rain Dance. It will summon rain for 5 turns. The turn that you use the move counts as turn 1. So, probably a slow Rain Dance user would be great in terms of being offensive, so the opponent cannot take advantage of it. Or if you want to be a fast Rain Dancer against a fire type to reduce their power, you can do that as well. In the rain, Thunder will be 100% accurate. At least I hope they're still in this game. It's like that in future games, like Gen 3. But also down here, I'm waiting to see Slowpoke's moment of evolution. Through observation, I made a new discovery. A Slowpoke with a King's Rock often gets bitten by a Shelter. Here, I'll share a King's Rock with you. This is the King's Rock. It is a held item that, when used, can create the flinch effect by any of your content, or any of your moves in general, I do believe. I believe the percent chance is 10%. But the other thing that he was talking about though is a King's Rock, when held by a Slowpoke, can evolve into Slowking. However, it's not so cut and dry. You do have to trade it to evolve. It is a trade evolution. Poliwhirl is the same way. It gained a branch evolution, just as Slowpoke did in Generation 2, becoming a Politoed when traded while holding the King's Rock. So if you have friends or stuff like that, you can get yourself some pretty unique Pokemon. Slowking being a more specially defensive Pokemon compared to Slowbro being a more physical ball. Here's one of the other good things about Slowpoke well. If you are still looking for a water type, you can find wild Slowbro down here. It is way before the evolution level, normally somewhere in the 30s. But you can find a wild level 22 Slowbro down here if you need a good water type Pokemon. And already you can have Surf because you need Surf to get down here, and Strength. It's also a psychic type, which means it's good against the upcoming gym leader of Chuck if you're around that time of the game, because you need strength to get to Chuck. So I can highly recommend it. At this point in the game, being around 25 to maybe 30 on a good day, you're still going to have Slowpoke. So if you want a good water or psychic type, I would pick it up. And also at a later time, if you're seeing this before you beat the Johto League, you can get access to Ice Beam and even Flamethrower. This is a good Pokemon. I can highly recommend it. Next spot we want to hit is Mahogany Town. Now, after clearing out Team Rocket at Goldenrod's radio tower, you can actually come back here and the shop will be open. It's not that impressive though. It has Rage Candy Balls, which is basically a potion. It has Great Balls for 600, you can get them other places too. Super Potion, Hyper Potion, Antidote, Paralyzed Hail, Super Repel, Revive. I mean, nothing really too special here. But that's not why we're here in Mahogany Town. I don't know how I forgot about this, but after clearing out Team Rocket from the Mahogany Town base, you come here to this guard right here and talk to him. Nobody goes up to Lake Erazy. I'm just the wrong guy. No wonder why I forgot. You want to come up here to the people that were taking your money when Team Rocket was here. I got chased from my post by these thugs in black. They left this behind. It makes me... Why? Sorry. It makes me uncomfortable. Can you take it away? Fight and receive TM36. This... You can get this after beating Mahogany Town's Team Rocket little mission there. And it's a good TM. Alright, so you're going to tell us. Fine, we'll go into our pack and do it ourselves. TM36 is Sludge Bomb, a 90 base power poison type attack that has a 30% chance to poison the opponent. It's the best poison type move offensively in the game. Of course, poison's only good against grass, so it's not the best for coverage, but if you need a powerful move, this is a good Pokemon to go ahead. It's a good move to go ahead and teach to somebody. There are some interesting Pokemon that can learn it, like Octillery. The next location is one I was dreading, because I don't really actually go in there too often. And it's funny because we actually got a very rare early encounter that kind of nullifies this little mission here. It's time for Mount Mortar. What we're going to be doing will require you to go through the middle path. And again, make sure you have plenty of repels. I'm coughing off screen, I'm burping off screen. Just call me gassy. You will need to have Surf, Strength if you want an easy way out of here, and Waterfall as well. So this can be done after 8 badges. I think because Whirlpool is the 7th gym, I do believe. Along with that, you'll want to make sure you come into this area with 5 Pokemon on hand, or you will have to do a lot of extra backtracking. There are some good items in here you can get as well. Make sure you have your Waterfall user. And we can explore this place pretty much. Come over here to the back room. And yeah, there's some trainers as well. We'll probably just take him on off-screen land. We got enough to do this episode. As you see that you will need Surf. And we found ourselves a Max Potion. One of those items that we just won't buy. Honestly, I don't really know what to say about commentary wise. You know what? We're gonna do the classic skip to items until we get out of here. If you want to explore this, actually no, we're not gonna do that. That's the coward's way out. This is supposed to be a let's play after all. And I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, we're about to get into some pretty interesting stuff here. Especially because we're about to enter into a new segment of the journey, the Kanto gyms. We get TM 40 right here. I actually don't recognize what that TM is. Oh, defense curl. I have no words. Oh, okay, that's not really a spoiler, but well, I guess you guys saw my game names that were earlier. I have done off-screen training and taken care of most of Kanto in terms of the trainers around there. Find an escape rope. I mean, we don't have Dig on the team, I don't believe anymore, so that's actually a good find as well. I mean, that defense kill TM, if you want it, you can probably just sell it. You probably won't get much for it, but I mean, I guarantee you probably get like 500. It's probably it. Most TMs are like 500 to 2,000. Find a dragon scale. This is the item that will evolve your Seadra into Kingdra. Once again, though, it has to be held by a Seadra and traded. So I hope you have a friend that you trust. And come on down here. We have another item. The iron. That'd be great for our Skarmory. Yeah, they put this little secret in here pretty dang far. But it will be worth your time. The dragon scale, I think, is the only place you get dragon scales. Horsey might hold them. But if you want a guaranteed one, here you go. And we can go right down here. And I believe, yes, this is what we're after. This guy right here. Let's see real quick. We'll go ahead and use our Alakazam. But yeah, this guy, you will want to meet up with him. Hey! I am the Karate King. I train alone here in the dark. You battle with me. Hawaii-ya-ya! Black Belt Chio would like to battle. He has two Pokemon, and he starts off with Hitmonlee. You will probably recognize this team, because it's just about a copy and paste of somebody from Red, Blue, and Yellow. I'm also pretty positive his name is a reference. I don't know which came first, of course. The games probably did, but I'm pretty positive Kyo was in the anime. And he has these exact two Pokemon. And a special Pokemon you're about to see. But he has Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. This is the same guy from the other version. The dojo. Who gave you a Hitmonchan or a Hitmonlee for defeating him. Who also was in Pokemon Journeys, but it was a different guy. That was like the Karate King of the dojo, but like Kyo or someone else. It's interesting, but you guys should recognize him. I'm beaten! Get 816. I'm crushed. My training is still not enough, but a loss is a loss. I admit it. As proof that you defeated me, I'll give you a rare fighting Pokemon. This is where you're supposed to get Tyrogue. We ended up getting one though from the odd egg, odd enough. So, honestly, this is a good way to get two of the Hitmons without breeding. If you're lucky with the odd egg. Of course, it can also be shiny. Ours was not. But yeah, he gives you a level 10 Tyrogue. Tyrogue being a fighting type Pokemon, it evolves at level 20. I don't know if I actually gave it a proper discussion at this. It starts off with only Tackle, and I think that's all it gets here in Generation 2 until it evolves. It might get stuff like Rock Smash as well for fighting type stab. But Tyrogue evolves at level 20 into Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop. Hitmonchan, if its defense stat is higher than its attack stat at level 20. Hitmonlee if the attack is higher than its defense at level 20. and Hitmon top if the attack and defense are exactly equal. That would be the trickier one to do, but there you go. This is one of the things I rarely do, and I did it for you guys, so you are welcome. A little note about Hitmonchan though. It gets the elemental punches, which of course, as you know, are TMs in this game. Hitmonlee is better. The elemental punches are all special, so Hitmonchan just has inferior physical attacking moves. It gets priority Mach Punch, but besides that, Hitmonlee with Meditate and High Jump Kick is gonna be your bread and butter. The rest of this video will be done in Kanto, and we no longer need all those HMs. We've done all the more annoying stuff in the Johto Saga part of this adventure. There is a good bit of stuff we can still do here, and a lot of stuff that is very interesting. You guys already know all about the Slugma and the... well, spoiler, that's what we're doing. You already know about the Houndour and the Murkrow. Well... no, let's hop on a bike. We don't use the bike very much. It's not that bad. Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, we're about to use the bike. This is, of course, the cycling road. And right here... can we get good timing, like with the Houndour and the Murkrow? No, I'll be right back. So with my luck, it's probably like the same thing that I had to deal with for Sandshrew. It's probably a morning and day type of encounter only. But, if you're wondering where the other Johto fire type is, you can find it here on Cycling Road. It's Slugma. It's not good though. If you take a look at its stats, it's lackluster. Macargo needs an evolution. It goes from a pure fire type to a fire and rock type. And most of its stats only grow by like 10, with its defense tripling. And that's about it. It's 4 times weak to water, 4 times weak to ground. And I'm hoping that I'm correct on that triple stat there. I want to say its defense goes from like 40 to 120. But I'm going off memory here. I remember looking at stats before and thinking, wow, Macargo kind of sucks. So, I don't recommend Slugma as much as I recommend the Slowbro. I really have no idea why they ended up putting 2 Johto fire types in the Kanto portion of the game only. It's not like Slugma's that good, but still. In a Johto game, we would like to use the Johto Pokemon. Now, I've already done this off screen, because I was impatient. But if you come up here at night like it is right now, you can talk to this guy. This guy will tell you a riveting story about Cycling Road and the curse of the bicycle and all that other stuff. But he will give you TM03, which is Curse. It's a very interesting move. It's one and only of the question mark type attacks. But it has 2 different effects depending on your Pokemon's typing. If you are a non-ghost type, it will raise your attack and defense by 1 stage and lower your speed by 1 stage. Great for a slow sweeper set that wants some bulk and maybe has some recovery, especially through leftovers and protect. I am so sorry about the coughing. I should use the coughing. That would have been great. However, if you are one of the 4 ghost types in this game, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, or Mischievous, Curse will do something else. It will cut your HP in half in order to lay a curse on the opponent that will chip away them 25% of their max health at the end of every turn. So it's basically a 4-turn clock. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. But he only tells you the ghost version, so it's very interesting. Now, you don't have just one, but you have two. You have another game corner here. To the left is the game corner. This is the price exchange, though. You're able to pick up some pretty good things here. The TM for Double Team, kind of basic. This is where you can actually get multiple copies of TM29 Psychic. Yeah, they held off on giving you Psychic for the whole main game. You get it here as soon as you get the Johto. And then you can buy multiple copies. Of course, for $3,500, you're buying Psychic TMs at $70,000 per copy. So I would make good use of the ones you have right now. And TM15, Hyper Beam. This is a 150 power move, normal type. Physical in this game, so good on Dragonite, if you decide to pick up the Extreme Speed Dratini. However, it was nerfed since Generation 1. If you use it, no matter if you get a knockout or not, you have to recharge. So, good for solo player, not really that good for competitive, unless it's, Pixelate Sylveon, because of course. But, there's also other Pokemon you can get here. For 2,222, you get Pikachu, the mascot. You already know about Pikachu. For 5,555, it is Porygon, a normal type Pokemon that evolves into Porygon 2 when traded holding the upgrade. I am a big fan of Porygon 2 in later generations. Still has good bulk, still has good special attack. It can learn the famous Bolt Beam coverage with Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. It gets physical Tri-Attack, which does have the added effect of a freeze, paralysis, or burn. And of course it gets Recover and even Psychic type attacks, like Psybeam and Psychic. Last but not least, the Generation 2 Pseudo Larvitar. This is a rock and ground type that has the same evolutionary levels as Dratini. It is known as a Pseudo Legendary, for that very reason, with a 600 base stat total in its final stage. It will evolve at level 30 into Pupitar. And at level 55, you get Tyranitar, a rock and dark type with a lot of power and a lot of weaknesses. Technically speaking, this is your first chance to get Larvitar, despite it being 8,888 coins. If 80,000 bucks gets you Flamethrower, then you know 160,000 bucks is still not gonna cut it. It's gonna be about 180,000 bucks spent to get yourself a Larvitar, unless you want to play the slots. And trust me, the slots are not fun. Do I recommend these Pokemon for the post game? Levels are sparse. If you're gonna pick up Larvitar, come over here before you start doing anything in Kanto. I mean, it's not that bad of a Pokemon. It's obviously great. Tyranitar's a powerful Pokemon, but I don't know if I can recommend it for a post-game. Now, funny enough, Celadon is going to be like the big hub of this episode. Because there's still more stuff we got to take care of. Like, for example, you want to come into this building, the little eatery type of thing. A little restaurant, I guess, as you may. And there's no one you want to talk to. You want to go searching through the garbage. Leftovers. One of the best held items in Pokemon history. It will restore your HP for 1/16 or 6.25% of your max HP per turn at the end of every turn. It can cancel out status affliction sometimes, or at least make you last a bit longer. Combined with Protect, you can restore up to 1/8 or 12.5% of your max HP per turn. This is not the only one you can get though, and we'll go into that near the end of the episode, but this is your free one right here. Pick it up. It's great. Is it not here? There we go, okay. PP Up here. Yeah, it's a free PP Up. Great item. Might as well get it too. Don't forget it. They're sparse. Sparse? Sparse, they're sparse. Everything amongst us have done sparse. Just like how there's 2 game corners, there are 2 department stores. Not much really is different. You know, most places just sell the same items. However, there are TMs here as well. This is your place to get multiple hidden power TMs. This is also the sunny day TM. This is how you set up the sun for 5 turns. Basically the same as sandstorm and rain dance. Here, fire type moves become more powerful. And solar beam is a no charge move. This is protect, of course, the classic TM17. Sorry, I had brain fart. Saw foils and I was like, foils? TM18, you can get more rain dances. And this is your sandstorm TM if you want more of those. The last thing, well, kind of the last thing we gotta do now is to kind of get the reward for helping out the electricity. You want to come here to the new radio tower, which, can I just say, they replaced a cemetery with a radio tower? Is that really the best thing we could have done? Morals to the side. You want to talk to this? Shady looking man, to be honest. Ah, so you're the fire who solved the power plant's problem. Thanks to you, I never lost my job. I tell you, you're a real lifesaver. Speaking of life, do you know this used to be a cemetery? Please take this as my thanks. You get the expansion card for your radio for the Pokégear. This is important because if you go ahead and take a look at the Pokégear, and this is why I highly recommend you make sure you pick up the map card, not map card, but the radio card before you carry here the Kanto. You can do it your first time in Goldenrod. Going over there and yeah, look at that right there. The Poké Flute. An item you could get in the old games to wake up a certain chunky boy. Back here in Vermilion City, where we actually start out the Kanto part of our journey, you want to go ahead and get onto your Pokégear and make sure the Poké Flute is playing. Now, talk to Snorlax. The Pokégear is placed near the sleeping Snorlax. Snorlax woke up. This is Snorlax, level 50, normal type. I'll just go ahead and say it, if you need a new team member, this is the Pokemon to get. The King of Star, Generation 1 powerhouse, and still really powerful with those leftovers, as you guys can see. This is how you can get a second leftovers in the game. You want to catch it though. It will not respawn if you knock it out, which means you could lose another leftovers. Ooh. Ooh. Now, do we still outspeed you, or probably not? This Pokemon does outspeed us. Well played, Snorlax. It has a massive amount of HP and great special defense as well. Let's go ahead and use our Meganium, why not? Let's see if we can paralyze you right back. Yeah, it got a free KO and got extra recovery off of that. This Snorlax though, it has Body Slam, Snore. I believe it has Rest. Called it, because that just seems to be a thing here. And it has the Terrifying Rollout. Yeah, a classic staple of Whitney's team. I would love to paralyze you and make this as quick and painless as possible. Of course, you can't be paralyzed while you sleep. Hey, there's Snore though. It has a chance to flinch if Snorlax somehow outspeeds you. I guess if you're using Shuckle. But yeah, you want to make sure you have plenty of balls that crit. No crit. At least though when it uses Rest, it's asleep for 2 full turns. It will wake up now though, just please don't use Rest immediately. Okay. We're not doing this. Yeah, snore will fail if you don't use it, if you use it when you're asleep. Now, can we paralyze you? Oh, come on, it's 3 rests. And there's the rollout. Starts off weak, but it will get stronger along with the leftovers. But now, we might be able to hopefully paralyze him. No paralysis. This is not Gen 1. We can paralyze you with body slam. Please don't. I don't want to say it. Just paralyze it. We got paralyze it. We can try and catch it. No paralysis, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll catch it easily. Alright, yeah, just not click run. Alright, Ultra Ball. No paralysis, unfortunately. You got the paralysis, but I didn't. 1 ball! Have I ever done that before? That might be the somewhat easiest Snorlax encounter I've ever done. Thank you, game. Snorlax was sent to the village PC. With that, though, that would then basically clear up everything in Kanto. You have completed the power plant, you get the train pass, get the Pokeflute and wake up Snorlax, and the world is your oyster. It's basically open world at this point. And I believe that's all of the odds and ends we have to do. There's a couple other things that we will take care of in due time. But as for our adventure, next time on Pokemon Crystal, it's time to start taking down the Kanto gym leaders. See you guys then.